Students, today we shall learn about the structure, preparation, properties and uses of boric acid. First we shall see the molecular formula for the boric acid. H3BO3 or BOH3. First we shall learn about the structure. See, BO3, they are negatively charged and this oxygen is linked with hydrogen. These are H3 3 plus positively charged and this boron and this 3 oxygen, that is BO3, negatively charged. So this structure got 3 points. The first point is two-dimensional layered. This structure seems to be as though two diamonds are arranged. The second point is BO3 3 minus unit. So each BO3 3 minus unit is linked together by hydrogen bond. You look at the structure closely. BO3. This is one BO3 unit. This is another unit. This is another unit. So here each unit is linked together. So this unit is linked with this by this hydrogen. So this unit is linked with this unit by hydrogen. So this unit is linked with this by this hydrogen. So like that each BO3 3 minus unit is linked together, linked each other by hydrogen bond. The third point is it is caged structure. Next we shall see about the preparation. So this boric acid can be prepared by these two things, that is borax and colemanite. See borax. What is the molecular formula for the borax? That is Na2B4O7. See this borax reacts with H2SO4 with water. We will be getting boric acid and sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4 sodium sulfate and boric acid. Next we shall see about the properties of boric acid. Properties. First it is colorless. Second, transparent crystal. Third, weak monobasic acid. Fourth one, instead of donating proton, it accepts hydroxyl ion. So see here, this example, this boric acid when added with water, so this water can be split, that is written as H plus ion, OH minus ion. So this 2 moles of water, therefore this have once again H plus ion and OH minus ion. So look here, see this boric acid, what did we see the fourth point? Instead of donating proton, that means instead of giving H plus 1 hydrogen, so proton is nothing but here hydrogen. So instead of giving one hydrogen, it is accepting hydroxyl ion. Hydroxyl is OH. So instead of giving hydrogen, it is accepting OH. Now you see this BOH3 is accepting this OH and becomes BOH4 minus ion. So what happens here? The remaining 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen. So these 3 hydrogen and O becomes hydronium ion. So this is becomes hydronium ion. So that's what we see. Without donating H plus ion receives OH ions. So next one is it reacts with NaOH to form metaborate and sodium borate. So see, it reacts with NaOH. So this boric acid reacts with NaOH and first it becomes metaborate, that is nothing but NaBO2 metaborate plus water. Next, this sodium hydroxide reacts with boric acid. This sodium hydroxide reacts with boric acid and becomes tetraborate. You see 4 boron. Tetraborate. Sodium tetraborate. Plus we are getting water. Next one is action of heat. So this boric acid, when we heat this boric acid at 373 Kelvin, it gives metaboric acid. At 413 Kelvin, it becomes tetaboric. When still we are heating it to red hot, it becomes boric anhydride. That's what is seen here. That is, see boric acid H3BO3. When we heat it 373 Kelvin, it gives metaboric. That is nothing but HBO2. Again, when this metaboric, we are heating this metaboric to 413 Kelvin, it becomes tetraboric. That is H2B4O7. When we are heating this tetraboric to red hot, this tetraboric to red hot, it becomes boric anhydride B2O3. Next reaction is action of ammonia. See, this boric acid in the atmosphere, ammonia. In the atmosphere, ammonia, it gives boron nitride. Now you see boric acid, that is BOH3. This is also can be written as H3BO3. So this boric acid is reacting with ammonia and we are getting boron nitride. What is this? Boron nitride. Second reaction is this boric acid with ethyl alcohol. See this boric acid with ethyl alcohol in the presence of H2SO4, it gives trialkyl borate. So this boric acid H3BO3. So this is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol in the presence of H2SO4, it gives trialkyl borate. You see trialkyl OC2H5, trialkyl borate, plus we are getting water. So the third reaction is it reacts with calcium fluoride. In the presence of H2SO4, it gives boron trifluoride. Now see we are taken 3 calcium fluoride plus in the H2SO4 is taken with boric acid. So calcium fluoride plus H2SO4 and boric acid. We are getting calcium sulfate plus boron trifluoride with water. The fourth reaction is when it is heated with soda ash, it gives borax. See, soda ash is nothing but sodium carbonate. When this sodium carbonate is heated with boric acid, we are getting borax. What is the formula for borax? Na2B4O7. We are getting borax plus carbon dioxide plus water. The last one is uses. Uses of boric acid. So this boric acid is used in manufacture for preparing pottery glasses, enamels, pigments. So its second preparation is it is used as an antiseptic and as an eye lotion, and again it is used as food preservatives.